Hi, it's Snow again. Making this video about my nostril punches. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but nobody was really watching them, so I just kind of stopped making them. But I figured this information might be pertinent to somebody if they decide they want to get their nostrils punched. I got the bottom ones done about a month ago. They're a 2 gauge. This is what they look like out. I've been using these little glass librettes that people use for their lips in them. The top ones are a 4. Originally they were supposed to be a 6, but when we went to punch them, they wouldn't stop bleeding, so he had to put a larger gauge in there, so now they're a 4. He did say I could downsize them after a few days once the bleeding stopped, but I decided to go ahead and leave them at a 4, because why not? So the bottom ones, like I said, are about 2 months old. About a month old, yeah, I want to say. And the top ones, the high nostrils, will be 2 weeks old in next Sunday. So they've healed relatively easily. The worst part about it was there was some bleeding, some after procedure bleeding. When I got my high nostrils punched, there was some bleeding that did go down my throat, so I had a little bit of trouble breathing. But that was mainly because we had tried to use a smaller gauge and it didn't stop bleeding. So the second high nostril he didn't have that problem. I didn't have as much going down my throat. I possibly have plans to upsize the bottoms to 0s, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I might just leave them at the size they're at because I do have a relatively small nose. The bottom ones, there was no bleeding after getting them done. There was a lot of crusting. But the crusting is pretty much stopped now. I want to say the swelling lasted for about a week and a half. The top ones, the swelling is pretty much down now. The only byproduct I seem to have so far is there's a little bit of numbness on this side right here. From the procedure, I don't know if that's going to be permanent or not. It's just a little bit on the very top. Like when I touch it, it feels like I'm touching it through a little bit of styrofoam, which is weird, so we'll see. It may have nicked a nerve or something like that. Not 100% sure. I go for my 2-week checkup to see my piercer again this coming Sunday, so I'll discuss that with him. The high nostrils on the second day when I woke up, there was quite a bit of bleeding. As soon as I sat up, everything like just kind of whooshed down my face, so there was quite a bit. But that was only for the second day and then it stopped. Other than that, I have had no issues with any problems or anything like that. Let me see. Cleaning, I have used the age-old leave it alone and let it heal method. I haven't put any soaps, creams, lotions, makeup, anything like that around or in them. I have not used any sea salt sprays or anything like that. I've just been basically rinsing them off in the shower when I wash my face with lukewarm water. You know, your normal shower warmth water just to get the crusties off, and just basically just leaving them alone. Touch them as little as possible. Don't push on and pull on them. I'm still able to wear my glasses because I'm blind as a bat without my glasses, so I kind of have to wear those, but it doesn't seem to bother them any. If you have any questions about them, please put them below. Like if you plan on getting them or want them or you're thinking about it, that'll give me a better, more structured idea of what information you're looking for. I know this pan is kind of weird, but I'm doing this on my iPad because the quality on my iMac is really shitty, so you can't see anything. But this is what they look like. You can tell that this one sits straight out and this one has more of an angle. That is because with my anatomy, this side of my nose, where my septum is on the inside, bows out on that side. So this has no bone that it's sitting on. It's just sitting at an angle because my skin is just holding it in. This side is actually sitting on my septum bone. So unfortunately with my anatomy, that can't be helped. But other than that, we did do the marks the best we could. It looks relatively straight and easy. I did have a double set of high nostrils before this, but I took them out because one of them kept migrating downwards, which was really annoying, so I gave up on those and I got my nostril punches instead, which I'm pretty happy that I did that because I really, really like them. And most people don't really notice them because I use clear glass in them. They're not healed up enough to where I can use silicone tunnels or anything like that. Most standard labrettes are about 1/2 inch long, which is way too long for what I need. So I will probably have to have some specially made to the length that I need. It'll probably be, I've ordered a 3/8 length and I've ordered a 5/8 length. So we'll see how that goes, and if those don't fit, then I might have to go down to a 1/4. But since the 3/8 is on back order from Steel Naval, which is where I got these flat labrettes, I don't know when they're going to come in, and the 5/8 are being handmade, so they're going to take like a month or two, but it's okay because I got them for the top. With these being too long, it's not really that big a deal. It's actually easier because then it sort of rests on the inside of my nose, and I don't have to worry about it like sliding in or falling out, and I don't have to worry about the flare being too long because there's no flare on the outside part. So I'm not really worried about getting shorter ones for the bottom nostrils. Honestly, having them longer is actually easier. It's the top ones I want to get shorter ones for so that they sit right. Hopefully that's the goal. But I have to say the whole process, it wasn't that painful from 1 to 10. For me, it wasn't that bad. It was more like, I don't know, like 4. It does take longer than a normal piercing. It's not just bloop and it's over. There is quite a bit of pinching. I do have them being done on film on my phone. It's really crappy quality, so I don't know if I'm gonna upload that or not. If you want to see it, let me know. Put it in the comments below, and I'll see if I can upload them. The procedure being done. I will want to talk to my piercer first before I do that, put him up. I'm not really sure if he'd be cool with me putting him up, so I want to be sure about that first. But like I said, if you want to see him, put it in the comment below, and I will try. If you have any questions, please put them below. I'm more than happy to try to answer them. Like if you're looking to get this done, I'll compile any questions that I get and try to make an update video, especially when I can finally like take these in and out relatively easily so I can show you what they look like. And if I get questions, then that way the follow-up video will be more structured. I'll know what you guys want to know, what information to put in there. Right now all I have is pain information, bleeding information, swelling information, that little bit of numbness on the top, which may or may not go away. Alright, well I guess I will see you in a future video if anybody wants any information. So, bye kids, see you next time.